communicating, let's seek to understand the who, what, which, and when of our audiences to be able to serve their information needs. First, who. This would be established in the first of our 6 steps when we identify our audiences. It's critical that we bear in mind the audience that we are attempting to address in order to inform what, which, and when to communicate. Once that is established, we have to understand what information they need. Once that is established, we are going to get into some of the metrics that they might want to look at. And when we're thinking about some of these things, we want to really go beyond the basics. So something that can be useful to keep in mind is this finding from McKinsey, that architects need to move away from PowerPoints that emphasize structure and systems to focus instead on understanding the language of business, scenarios, P&L impact, ROI, risk, trade-offs, and so on. Metrics help us to show what information our audiences want. And these key metrics move us beyond just an IT concern to a discussion of how a change contributes to increased revenue, competitive advantage, risk reduction, productivity, and so on. The what for other audiences might be more down in the weeds. Existing reports often give good clues about what these audiences need. For example, this dashboard we see here, which acts as a project report, includes all the visuals that the audience needs in one place and shares project-specific details that tie into strategic information and application and technology evaluations. For these different audiences, we also have to consider which communication formats are easiest for them to use. For self-service dashboard, this may mean making it highly accessible by embedding it in Confluence, SharePoint, or MS Teams, as we see here for the app portfolio dashboard. Choosing which formats should also consider how users will be interacting with the reports. For example, the view in this technology portfolio dashboard makes filtering to the right information really easy. And so the dashboard functions well as a self-service reporting tool. However, self-service isn't always the right approach, which is why we also have to carefully consider when to deliver communication. For example, walking high-level decision makers through risks and their mitigation strategies might be something stakeholders expect during a meeting. And if you attempt to replace this time for discussion and reflection with just self-service reporting, you won't be serving your audience's needs. However, if you can replace a static PowerPoint with dynamically presenting real-time information in a dashboard, you are adding value and enabling the meeting to dive deeper into the data depending on where the conversation goes. For some audiences and some information, leveraging the reporting side of your EA tool as a live presentation tool will be most effective.